you're steadily growing or you meet a dip, you fail, you fall, right? Doesn't mean you're not going to get to that point any slower or any faster than someone that was having a steady growth. Am I making sense? What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Presh Hairnegise here. So guys, today we are going to be talking about failure. Oh my god. So I'm going to leave you to watch this short video about Michelle Obama saying a few words, and then we're going to get into the video of today. All right.
Do not be afraid to fail, because that oftentimes is the thing that keeps us back, because we think we have to be right. We think we have to be perfect. We think that we can't stumble. And the only way you succeed in life, the only way you learn, is by failing. It's not the failure, it's what you do after you fail. You know, do you let it eat you up? Do you quit? Do you give up? Or do you let it bolster you?
Failure. What is failure? So I love the dictionary meaning of stuff because they just help to bring to life the actual energy behind a word. Words have energy. That's why words have power. And that's why what you say has a lot to do with what happens around you and what would happen. And if you have not watched the video about what prompted me to change the name of this channel, go and watch it. I'm going to leave it linked in the description. Go and watch it so you can understand why we are no longer King Diva. We are now Hairnegise. Okay, we are Hairnegise. Okay, I am Hairnegised. All right guys, so we're going to check the meaning of failure. All right, now failure, state or condition of not meeting a desirable or intended objective, opposite of success. An object, person, or endeavor in a state of failure or incapable of success. Termination of the ability of an item to perform its required function. Breakdown. Bankruptcy. So there's several meanings of failure, but they all possess similar energy. You know, something not working, something breaking down. Bankruptcy, incapableness, undesirableness. Like, okay, anything that is opposite of success. So failure only exists where success is not achieved. So if you had it in mind that success to you is buying a Lamborghini at the end of 2020 last year, and 2020 has passed, you would feel like I was not successful, which means I failed to be able to get myself a Lamborghini. This is not advertisement. I'm not advertising, sorry. I'm not advertising Lamborghini, okay? That was the closest illustration that came to my mind. If success to you was something you set for yourself, success in most cases are stuffs we decide are success. So if you decide that success is to be able to build a duplex in a certain part of Lagos by the end of so number of months or years of your life, and you've gotten to that period in your life and you didn't do it, then you can assume that you are not successful. You can assume that you have failed. You see people having several ideas of what success should be to them, and then when they don't attain that idea, they don't attain it in reality, they consider themselves unsuccessful, or they consider themselves failures. So today's video we're going to be talking about how it's not about failing. It's about how you deal with what happened, like how you deal with what you called failure after it has happened. Right. So how do you deal with failure after it has happened? You write your JAMB. They said success is 400 points. I don't know anymore what the point is, you guys. This is an illustration, I'm sorry. So they say 400 is the cutoff point. Anything below 180 is failure, as in you have not passed, right? So you get 200. It is past the the failure point, but it's not what you intended to get. You probably intended to get like 350, and then okay. How do you handle things after this incident? How? So I'm not going to advise you. Who am I to do that? I'm just going to talk. Okay? We're here to talk. Let's talk. So how do you handle the situation after? Ask yourself that question and try to think about it. How would I handle that situation? It's simple right now. It wouldn't be simple then. It wouldn't be simple in the time it's happening. It's only simple after it has happened, right? So look for flaws. Look for your flaws. Look for where you did not measure up. Look for where you missed it. Look for such points and be honest with yourself. If you realize, I think in this section of the exams, I'm not so great at this particular part. Now, I am not so great at writing except I'm inspired. Now, if I feel a certain way and I feel inspired to write something that's off the top of my head, that would be an enjoyable write for me. But if you tell me to write a letter to somebody, or to draft an official letter, or to write a report, I always get jittery because I've never really liked English. It was never really me, and everything about me is mathematical, calculative. I really fell in love with physics and mathematics back in school. And when I got to uni, I realized I was not so great at my GSTs, even though most of them I had A's, but that's because they were actually quite simple and they were objective. Most of them came with objective questions, so they're easier for you to just answer than them telling you to write like a full thing. But most of those stamp papers they told us to prepare, those were like the part of school I hated so much. To this day, I don't have the memories of when I wrote my exam papers because I did not enjoy it. It was something I just really wanted to do and pass. Do you understand? So basically, what I'm trying to say is, try to find the pattern in what it is that you did, in the method you used to get to this place where you thought you were going to be successful, but now you failed. Look for where you missed it. Look for where you could have done things differently. There's always a reason for anything failing. There's always a reason. Now, when we do in my line of discipline, when we do analysis and stuff like that, and something is failing, there's something wrong in that place. There's something wrong. But nowadays we have softwares that help you just pinpoint where the failure is. So you go there and you check it and keep checking it until you make sure you have been able to figure out what the problem is. And when you find that problem and you do some changes, you realize it passes. So there is nobody that cannot attain success. You just need to know where it is that you missed it. So find it, guys. Find it. But it's actually not that easy. Now the next point is, when you found where it is that you've missed stuff, try to retrace your steps and try to see what you can do differently. Do it again and see the outcome, right? whatever the situation is, whatever the scenario is, wherever it is you found yourself, and be ready to own up to your responsibility. Like, if you did something and it failed and it was your fault, take responsibility for it. Don't condemn yourself. Don't feel terrible that, don't hate yourself. Don't condemn yourself. Don't talk yourself down. Don't hurt your emotions. Just tell yourself, okay, we did bad, we did wrong, we were not as great as we ought to have been, so now we're going to do better. And you stand up and go and be great. So you realize a lot of the time that you spend in just feeling sorry for yourself or having those bad thoughts or all those things, you have put all that energy into encouraging yourself, into telling yourself that we can do better, into telling yourself that we can make things better, we can do this better, let's go and try again. Albert Einstein is an example, and his doggedness of not allowing himself be condemned by how many times he failed at what it is that he was doing, he was trying to find out, figure out, is the reason why a lot of us are enjoying some invention today. So you don't know what it is that you are going to invent. You don't know what it is you're going to figure out. You don't know what it is you're going to, see at the end of the tunnel. Just don't give up halfway. Tell yourself, we ain't giving up. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to stand up, dust ourselves up. Even if it means going to the beginning of the tunnel and starting afresh, we're going to do that. It is hard though. Forget that I'm saying it. I'm even thinking about it right now, like, what am I saying? This is not easy, but like, someone's got to tell you, and I'm glad you're listening to it. So don't feel down, don't feel sad. Pick it up and move. If you want to spend a few minutes crying or sulking, you can, but don't stay there, don't dwell there. Stand up and what? Move. That's basically how I handle myself, because I know there are few things that I considered as success, and I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think I've gotten there yet. I don't think I attained them. I don't think I have attained them. But one thing I try to do for myself, I'm trying to do these days, is to be merciful. You'll be merciful to other people, but you'll not be merciful to yourself. Be merciful to yourself. Don't give yourself excuses not to push further, not to do what you need to do for yourself, but be merciful to yourself in the times that you need mercy. In the times that you know that you've not done so great, be merciful to yourself. Also remember that part of failure is also brokenness. I don't know how to explain this. A broken heart, having a broken heart. Have you ever been in a situation where you feel heartbroken? Now, I think like the closest explanation or the closest illustration to feeling heartbroken is when it happens in relationships, right? So like, okay, let me let you watch this video first.
I wanna be tried by fire, purified. You take whatever. Oh, how you graced that cross where Jesus died.
So you see the write-ups on that video, right? So I'm going to read that scripture, Psalms 34 verse 18. Yeah, verse 18. It's a Good News translation. I love it so much, so much. And it says, the Lord is near to those who are discouraged. He saves those who have lost all hope. Now if you read 19, it says, good people suffer many troubles, but the Lord saves them from them all. This scripture, this particular, is very, very sweet. The Lord preserves them completely. Not one of their bones is broken. But let's go back to 18. The Lord is near to those who are discouraged. The Lord is near to those who are discouraged. He saves those who have lost all hope. Let it sink in. Allow it to sink in. Allow it to sink in. Allow it to sink in, guys. What did you see? The Lord is close to those who are discouraged. Wow. He saves those who have lost all hope. Wow. So the Lord is close to those who are discouraged. Sometimes it's our inconfidence. Is that a word? Our inconfidence. Sometimes our inconfidence is what causes us to not enjoy that closeness that God has for us, you know. So when you feel like you have failed, you will feel discouraged, of course. I think that's one of the first emotions you feel. You feel discouraged. But just know, the Lord is close to you in that time, in that moment. Know, believe it, accept it. Don't think small of it, like accept it, own it even. The Lord is close to those that are discouraged. Wow. He saves those who have lost all hope. I'm going to find this video I found on LinkedIn. I reposted it actually on my page on LinkedIn. I'm going to slot it in for you guys to watch before we close this session. Did you see that? What did you observe? There is a point you want to get to. There is a point you are at. But do you know a deep can take you up? Did you know? See, I don't know how else I can explain this thing to you for you to get it. I just need you to just sit down with this video, or just sit down with these few things I've said and let it sink into your mind. Did you know that a dip can take you up and a steady growth may not? Think about it. That's what this video just is. It's an experiment that was conducted. So whether you're steadily growing or you meet a dip, you fail, you fall, right? Doesn't mean you're not going to get to that point any slower or any faster than someone that was having a steady growth. Am I making sense? I don't know. Am I making sense? If I'm making sense, let me know in the comment section that I'm making sense. Because this is word. Even me that I'm saying it is word right now. The message is about failure. When you go down, you can actually go up very, very fast. Very fast. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for clicking, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and I really appreciate you so much. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the like button and leave us a comment. I'm going to see you in my next video. Right? Till then, ciao, bye.